Was October 7th a genocide?
Okay.
Answer the question. When 1,300 Jews were killed in their homes, kibbutzes, and a music festival, was that a genocide?
No, because no.
By your own definition, it is.
It was a terrorist act. But it was a terrorist act, but this was all planned by the governments. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
No. You got to tell me, why was October 7th not a genocide, but what Israel is doing is a genocide?
Israel has the Iron Dome. Why? They could have easily protected the festival. They could have easily protected their people, but they let this Hamas, this little...
They let them in.
They let them in on purpose, yes.
This next debate is against a Jordanian Christian, I believe, Jordanian Christian woman who, believes that Israel is the problem in the Middle East. And Charlie Kirk gives her a little bit of an education by saying, if Israel were to lay down all of its weapons, what would happen? Check it out.
Hello. I wanted to talk to you about Palestine versus Israel. And I'm a Jordanian Christian, but I was born in this country. I'm a proud American. But I wanted to know how you can defend our country funding billions of dollars into a foreign government aiding genocide.
So do you mean the money that we send to the Palestinian Authority?
No, the ones that we sent to the IDF.
Okay, so we spend money to the Palestinian Authority as well, right? Yeah, billions.
Okay, how?
We give them cash.
We give them, I know, you guys claim to give them care packages and stuff like that, but why are we still defending the IDF?
No, I want to make sure we're morally consistent. So do you agree that we should cut money off to both Israel and the Palestinian Authority?
Yes.
Okay, cut off to both. Okay,
yeah.
All right. So you're from Jordan, and so you know the region very well. If you look at the Palestinian Authority, let's just take Lebanon, okay, versus Israel. Which country is more moral or a better place for people to live?
Wait, what? Okay, first, why is that a question? If it's a foreign land, why are we the ones dictating?
No. You have to get our moral. We have to get our moral symmetry right, and then we could determine foreign aid. Again, in the Middle East, because for whatever reason, a country the size of New Jersey, with half the world's Jews, gets all the attention of campus activists.
Yes.
And so, yet there's civil wars in Africa, the slaughter of Druze in Syria, from the annexation of Armenia from Azerbaijan, gets no campus energy. So I just want to understand, just so we're morally clear, where is the best place for a woman such as yourself to live? In Tel Aviv, or in Beirut, Damascus, Amman, or Cairo? Where is it better for a woman to live in the Middle East?
I've been to many of these locations, and I just want to let you know that that's an unfair question, because by us funding Israel, they are bombing Lebanon.
Oh, no. We'll get there. I just want to know, based on the laws and the customs that
Yes.
Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, the country you're not born in, but that you have ancestry from, Egypt, all have, where is it better for women to live? In those four places or in Tel Aviv?
That is, again, no, that's very hard to say. Again, because...
Have any of those four countries ever had a female prime minister?
Why would that matter?
Because Israel has.
Yes, but
Because I find it interesting that I'm not saying you're on the left, but the campus activists are always about women's rights and women's empowerment, yet the only country that has actually ever done that in the Middle East is Israel, interestingly enough. But I mean, let me just ask this. Do you think Israel is the good guy in this equation and the other countries are not so good? How would you mark the moral grade here?
I believe Israel is the bad guy. They're using religion as an excuse to take over land. It's a government. Zionism is not Judaism.
So, and then what exactly is Islam doing then?
Well, that's why Islam versus Judaism, that's what the Western media believes is happening, that Jews are fighting Muslims, which is not true. It's a government fighting over another government for land, and they're using religion as an excuse. Why are the IDF soldiers fighting Christian people during Easter? They're not allowing them to go into church.
Actually, that's not true. So let's talk about that. That's a lie. What happened on Easter in Israel?
They were not allowing the...
What was unique about this Easter? Catholic, Protestant, and Orthodox Easter all fell on the same day.
Okay,
so therefore, there was a huge surge of Christians to the Holy Church of the Holy Sepulchre, of which, if you're in the Holy Sepulchre, they fight over every square inch of that place. So the IDF came in to actually protect the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and make sure that all these Christians don't start tearing their hair out on the holy day. Just so we're clear.
If the oh, sorry, I don't mean to
No, you are actually believing the Arab press in the Middle East, where no one is being denied access to holy sites. And I do have to wonder, so you're a Christian, you know the area well. Do you feel safe as a Christian? You're a Christian, right?
Yes.
Going to Bethlehem.
Yes. We are Christians.
But do you know who controls Bethlehem?
Who controls
The Arab
Bethlehem?
Muslims control Bethlehem.
And when have they stopped Christians from going
All the
into
time.
churches?
Oh my goodness, it's incredibly
Everyone
dangerous.
here is arguing about this, but no, you guys are all believing things that you see all over
No,
TikTok.
no. It's
a
like,
lot of people are like you say. I'm believing Arab media, but a lot of people are believing Western media. Don't you
Okay.
think it's possible for both sides to be lied to?
the Western media is very anti-Israel, for the record. Let's do one final thought experiment, and then we could talk about money. If Israel laid down all of its weapons, what would happen?
If Israel laid down all of its weapons. Okay, they are committing a genocide, and wait.
How
please.
dare you say? No, I got to put. What is a genocide?
A genocide is when you are taking over a land and killing the people senselessly. Just
Was October 7th a
ethnic cleansing.
genocide?
Okay.
Answer the question. When 1,300 Jews were killed in their homes, kibbutzes, and a music festival, was that a genocide?
No, because no.
By your own definition, it
No.
is.
It was a terrorist act. But it was a terrorist act, but this was all planned by the governments. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
No. You got to tell me, why was October 7th not a genocide, but what Israel is doing is a genocide?
Israel has the Iron Dome. Why? They could have easily protected the festival. They could have easily protected their people, but they let this Hamas, this little...
They let them in.
They let them in on purpose, yes.
Really? So you
Yes.
think the Israeli government allowed Hamas terrorists to come and kill 1,300 innocent civilians, take hostages, and go into kibbutzes?
They needed an excuse to do that to the Palestinian
What is
people.
your evidence of this claim?
Why are they claim to want Hamas. They claim to want
No,
to...
what is your evidence
I
that
know,
Israel would butcher 1,300 of its own people? The worst killing of Jews since the Holocaust. What is your evidence of that?
Look, I don't want to sound rude or offensive towards you, but I'm explaining throughout the news why is, again, they have the Iron Dome. They have they have billions of dollars in defense. They have millions of dollars in military, and they have the power to stop. They allowed the Hamas group to go in.
There is no evidence to your claim. They penetrated.
There's no evidence to your claim.
No,
either.
hold on
We're
a
both-
second. Hold on a second. Let's talk about how much you know about this. What was special about October 7th? What was the holy day in Judaism?
Okay. I don't want to misspeak. That's the thing.
It's called Shemat Torah, which is like the third holiest day in Judaism. So like half the country takes off. Think about like Christmas and Easter combined times 2. What else? What day of the week was it when it happened?
Again.
No, it's very important. What day of the week?
May you answer, please?
What day of the week?
Again.
Saturday. What happens on Saturdays in Israel?
Worship.
It's Shabbat.
Yes.
The whole country goes to rest. 95% of the country takes off. So they have a holy day and they have Shabbat. The IDF, yes, they took it easy. And so what your belief is that, no, that they weren't necessarily celebrating their holy day and that they were on Shabbat. But the Israeli government allowed terrorists to come and kill their own people?
You're giving
you have to
too
prove
much
that.
credit to governments. You think that the government wants to protect its people. They will sacrifice the people for the greater good. You're giving way too much power to allowing the government to do it.
No, you have to prove these claims. Like, I want
know.
you.
Well, I know that I came here to hear your opinion on how you can defend Israel. I didn't come to argue because I know I don't have the information to tell you right now. I just got out of class. But I do want to hear your opinion, please. I wanted to hear.
It's very simple.
how
Israel's
can
not
you
a
defend our
Israel's not a
country?
perfect country.
My
But for
question-
whatever reason, the obsession about where half the world's Jews live, which happens to be a small outpost of freedom and liberty with lots of problems, surrounded by literally 1 billion Muslims, that this is our number one focus geopolitically, that people use the word genocide, and you won't use the word genocide when Jews are killed,
No.
but you do use the word genocide when Palestinians are killed,
please.
shows the moral confusion on this topic. And would you say what's happening in Armenia right now is a genocide?
Look, you are very good at doing this, but I want to explain to you. Look, I want to explain to you my side. Okay, you still didn't answer my question in the original question. How can you defend our government sending billions of dollars to a foreign government?
Yes. Okay. So
we
just to
both
be clear,
agreed both should be cut off.
so you believe all foreign aid should be cut
We
off.
should not be involved in other countries. No.
Period. Okay.
Yes.
So you believe in America only.
Yes, I want
Okay.
our country to succeed. We should be
So-
spending the billions on
got it.
Americans.
So I believe we should limit a lot of foreign aid. I don't believe in America only. Was it a good thing that America got involved in World War II?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Was it a good thing that America got involved in World War II?
I honestly just wanted to hear your opinion because
No,
if I say yes or
it's
no,
an important
gonna...
moral question because you say no foreign aid. Was it good that we got involved in World War II?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you're not America only. In
No.
fact, you're okay with America sent
But you
aid
think
to
that
the
the
Allies?
Jews are in trouble when they're not. They're bombing the Zionists, the IDF, so are bombing hospitals. They're bombing schools. They're not bombing
Hold on a
Hamas
second.
places.
Again, there's so much wrong here, but where does Hamas actually keep their weapons?
I'm sorry, they're being loud. I can't hear you.
I won't even get into that. So, Israel If Hamas laid down all of its weapons,
Yes.
what would happen?
If both sides lay, or just Hamas?
Let's say just Hamas.
Hamas doesn't have, like, they don't have the weapons that Israel does. So if they don't have Israel, no.
Guys, you're not debating,
angry. Don't be
please.
angry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What were
It's
we
okay.
saying? I'm not trying to be
I encourage you to
disrespectful
think
towards
deep.
you. I'm just,
not. No, you're not. I don't care. You can say whatever you want to me. I don't care. I want you to think deeply about this.
Yes.
Because there is a moral confusion happening in the West when it comes to Israel. No one is saying they're perfect. I'm sick and tired of talking about Israel all the time. I happen to be a Christian that loves Israel and actually cares about the fact that I was able to go to Capernaum where Jesus walked on the water, see where Jesus rose from the dead, to go to Hebron. Let me finish. That I was able to go to the holy sites and to be able to walk the streets of the old city. I actually appreciate
and
that.
thank God, so have I. But I'm explaining to you the
Okay,
difference.
I'm finishing.
I'm sorry.
No, but when Muslims take over countries, Christians are not able to always easily navigate or visit them. That is a fact of life. And the final thing is this, is it Israel's values or is it Hamas's values that are a closer fit to the West? And it's not even close. Israel is a small outpost of civilization in an endless ocean of tyranny. You don't have to love Israel. You don't have to wear the flag. You don't even have to support sending it money. But at the very least, you must at least have the moral clarity and the integrity to say, they're not the enemy here. They're defending themselves, and they have a right to exist and a right to be able to broker this war as a war of self-defense as they choose. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Just an unbelievable job. That was a very thorough debate. And, notice what he is so sensitive to October 7th as a Christian. He clearly is like, I'm not going to debate with you until you can acknowledge that it was bad, until you can acknowledge that it wasn't Israel that did it. In fact, it was Hamas's fault. And he has to put up with all of these crazy conspiracy theories. And he's very clear about trying to draw moral clarity in the sand so that at least he can respect the person he's debating.